Hey, what's up, guys? So, for the past few weeks, if you understand that gold has been dumping, right? Maybe recently it's when we got some kind of retracement to the upside, but I know most of you don't know where gold is going to retrace from or something like that. Simply because if you try to check how the market is moving right now, I haven't caught any trade ever this week started. I think I have caught two trades, I think, in my Telegram community, and both of them we only hit one TP and one L. But personally, I have managed to get one extra win, which I got almost, it was on Tuesday, right? Today it is Thursday, and this is the market update that what I'm expecting for this one. If you're a day trader, for example, you don't need even to worry. All you need is just to follow the momentum. Because if you check currently, even today, by the time gold opened, it has almost dropped over 1,400 pips, 1,500 pips. And I'm expecting another downfall to the downside, right? So let me show you what is moving right now. You can see that right now, gold is trying to bounce from this zone, which is not bad thing, which means if you go to 4H, what do we need to look at? We need to look where the volume is and where may be the retracement or something like that. So I'm expecting gold to continue sliding to the downside based on the price action and based on the fundamental right now, you know. And what I'm waiting, let's say mostly on 1H, is a bounce back to this point of control, at least right there, right? Before we continue buying or selling or something like that. And so with that being said, I would like to make analysis for today. For example, you know that most of the time I don't mark out most of the zone. You can see gold is bouncing from this zone, and that's why it has, it is making a retracement, you understand, from that zone. So we don't need to spend a lot of time on that zone. So meanwhile, everything we are looking at, it should be around this circle to know where we are going to make a retracement or something like that. Like for example, you will see that we are having point of control around here, where I'm expecting gold maybe to bounce and continue to the downside. So before I mark most of these zones, I've gone 15 minutes maybe to find out where is the point of control. You can see point of control, it is on this demand area right there, something which is a very good thing to understand. So this is what I'm expecting currently. And the another thing is, I'll be sharing the same setup inside my community just in case if we get any retracement. So if you would like to get maybe to trade with me, consider dropping or subscribing or join. You can join my community. The link is just in the description right there. So what next if gold doesn't, bounce at that zone? What we see, we can go on 1H to see our next point of interest, right? We are having right here this point of control around that. And another thing is, you can see as gold was, going up, like it was making something like this. So some of the strong zones, these are some of the strong zones. We are having this one right here, because this was a break, right? You can see it was a break at that point. At the same time, we are having some strong volume at this point, right? So this is a very strong level. Then another strong level, it is this point of control right there, this demand around that, or call it a support, right? So those are the levels we'll be looking at. Meanwhile, either to buy at this point or to sell Mostly not this, I wouldn't trust this, but mostly this one right here, simply because this is a point of control. There's a high transactions going on at this point. So all we can wait for a retracement, maybe on 15 minutes time frame, because that is where we are having our point of control around there. And we are having a very nice demand. And if you take this to the future, the reason why there is point of control, if you take them to the history, you will see that it was a very nice demand, which we went through it, we bounced back. One time we bounced off it, but market went through and tried to bounce, but this is not a clear bounce. I'd like the second bounce, it would be nice. Because this was Asian session, I can't trade the Asian session. So even the bounce of Asian session, it can be a very weak bounce. So this one, I would rather wait for the perfect retest rider with a very nice rejection. If I go on a lower time frame, let's say I can find something like I can enter at the break, a breaker, meaning if you enter at somewhere like here, right? If you enter at this point, it could be a very nice one, right? Well, something like that. But this wasn't a strong, and this wasn't a strong bounce, simply because it happened in Asia session. Another thing is that if you take a look, like if you go to 15 minutes and take a look at it, you will find that you don't need to bounce this way. No, market need to make some consultation, at least need to follow a very right structure for it to bounce off this one, something like that. So that is something that we'll be waiting on this one. Trust me, if you would like to take this setup with me, consider subscribing and click the link around this video. Let's go inside and trade together. All right, see you.